the corner. Summer is around the corner. What does that mean for a lot of us? Maybe it's graduation, maybe it's someone's wedding, maybe it's a family trip somewhere. How are you going to travel? Do you often have to say no because you can't quite stay on your feet long enough, right, to go to the beautiful gardens or the festivals or those outdoor events? Well, EV Rider is bringing you one of their best of the best. I always say it's the EV Easy Rider because this one is that auto fold. Coming to you at a featured price. It's $539 on 5 easy payments. We also have 18-month special financing. But not only do you get stability in an easy ride, something that's compact, whether it's indoor or outdoor, you can pull right up to the table and enjoy lunch with your friends without having to move out of the seat. It folds and stores easily. It even stores on its side, so if you're short on space. But let's not let mobility challenges stop you. This is portable on the go, easy to store, a 9-mile range on that full charge. But it really is what we like to say here at QVC and with EV Rider, it's getting your yes back. It's getting that instead of saying, no, I'm gonna sit on the sidelines for this one, or a relative who's either gone through a surgery, a recovery. This is getting that yes back to joining the fun. I should make sure my seat is up before I sit down. Denise Repko is joining us. Hi, Denise.
Hey, Ellie, how are you?
Hey, it's good to roll with you today.
I love it. Yes, it's good to roll with you. And this is the scooter that EV Rider brings that is state-of-the-art in technology. I mean, if you want a scooter that comes to you fully assembled out of the box and you don't want to mess around with any parts that have to come on or off, this is it. You literally push a button with a key fob and it just makes it a breeze. So you can get up and go literally wherever your destination is, whatever your plans are for that day.
Denise, I want to let you know, so that's the biggest thing with this one. It's an auto fold, right? That's really what separates this mobility rider from other options, which makes it even easier. Let me let you know, we've got a couple colors to choose from. I am riding the red, which my dad would call this one speeding ticket red, as he called my first car. He wasn't wrong. There's also, let me show you, we also have 2 other colors. We do have a blue, it's a sapphire blue, and then the Jupiter gold. So there's the sapphire blue, and the Jupiter gold, it's kind of like an orangey gold. That one though is our more limited choice. There's fewer than half a dozen if you want that gold. Now, whichever one you choose is available on 18-month special financing. So this is a great time to kind of break up the payments. Now, Denise, before we dive into the auto fold, the 4-wheel mobility scooter, all the great features, right? The stability. For you, EV Rider is really near and dear to your heart and it made a big difference with your dad. Do you mind sharing that story?
Not at all. I really, truly did. My dad rode a scooter to my middle son's wedding a couple of years ago, where otherwise he would not have attended. That's just a picture of my dad from watching an Eagles game here.
Nice.
We're big Eagles fans, but he, you know, it was a 3-day event. We had a rehearsal dinner, the ceremony, the reception, then we had a brunch. So he can walk, Allie, but sometimes his legs just give out, and unbeknownst to him, he goes down, and that could be very detrimental. You know, if he wasn't there, we would have missed out on all those memories. He would have missed out. Plus, if he was there without a scooter, he would have been miserable. Somebody would have had to have been assigned to him to make sure there was always a seat for him at the ready. So it took away a lot of worry, fear, and anxiety and replaced it all with wonderful, happy, smiling memories. Dad's in the videos, Dad's in the pictures. And it meant everything to my son and daughter-in-law and the rest of us that he was there. And that's what EV Rider can do for you, because the wheels become your legs and you're never searching for a seat because it's always with you.
Can I just say, to that point, Denise, you may need to be the advocate for someone in your family. My dad it's been about 6 years since he had a double lung transplant. He had pulmonary fibrosis and is doing well. But before even his diagnosis, there was this kind of road where we were somewhere as a family, we were traveling, and he wouldn't want to walk somewhere. Or he kind of put up a little stink about something. And we're like, why doesn't Dad want to go to that restaurant over this restaurant? That one has the better food, because it was a little farther to walk. But he didn't want to say, that was why, that it was hard or it was difficult for them. You notice the behavior changes in someone you love. This is one of those times where we have to advocate many times for the people that we love and say, listen, push the stigma out of your mind. I want you there with us. I want you to be a part of the event. I want you to be a part of the celebration, right? We want to share our time together, whether you're recovering, whether it's to kind of be a bridge to get you to where you could move more. So Denise, can you walk me through, because in the world of mobility scooters, this one's got a lot of bells and whistles.
Oh, it sure does. You do have the puns today, don't you, girlfriend? Honestly, this one is so intuitive and so easy to use. And as you saw, I'm pushing a button. It comes to you fully assembled out of the box. But when you're looking at the dashboard of the scooter, you'll see when you put the key in, because we give you a key fob with 2 keys. And on that fob, there's a red button and a green button. The red will fold your scooter. The green will unfold your scooter. There's also a speed dial that brings it up to 4 miles per hour. There's a horn, as we just heard you, and there's a super bright headlight and tail light. And then the battery gauge, that battery display is down the bottom. So it's a great visual safety feature. So when you turn the key on and those lights illuminate, as they diminish or go black, that's a visual safety feature to let you know when you have to charge again. Speaking of charging, it takes 4 to 6 hours to fully charge your scooter. We do give you some charge in the battery when you get it home, so you can give it a test drive. But there's also some adjustability in the tiller. You can loosen this knob and raise that steering column up higher for somebody who's a little bit taller, or vice versa, a little bit shorter, a little more petite. The wheels are important because number one, EV Rider never puts air-filled wheels on their scooters. They're always solid tires. And this one in particular has one at each corner of the base, which for the rider means the utmost in balance and stability. So if you're transferring from a scooter to a bed or a scooter to a chair or a bench or anything, it's very, very balanced and very, very stable because you have one at each corner. We've added some nice carpeting for your convenience. The seat back, as you see, when you're not sitting in it, it goes down. And that's because what we want for you, when you're folding it, we don't want you to have to remember to do a thing. You get out of the scooter and it will fold down for you. But just truly a state of the art to get you where you want to go. And it used to be, you're right, it kind of used to be a stigma. Not anymore. You know, I have a 35, 40-year background of a home health care company, durable medical equipment company. So all of these pieces of equipment, stair glides, hospital beds, oxygens, you know, seat lift chairs, all of that is, I grew up with it. This brand to me, honestly, really spoke to me for its safety. My dad loved it for its quality because it looks cool. The paint looks like a nice race car, sort of iridescence. And it's really easy to use because honestly, if people spend their hard-earned money to get this home and it is not as easy as you and I are saying, I don't want that for you. So I want you to go wherever you want to go because this is indoors and outdoors and TSA approved. So take yourself where you want to go. And don't burden
Denise,
anybody.
before we dive into this again, kind of run through what makes this one so special, let me show you all the colors. We have our red right here. So red. We also have it available in a Jupiter blue. Oh, I'm sorry. I mixed those up. That's the Jupiter gold. And then we have the blue, which is your sapphire blue. Denise is going to take it away for the rest of the show. I'm going to head over to QVC as we do our Q at noon. But keep shopping with Denise, because here's the deal. I'm literally going to roll out. But Denise, I'm on a hard studio floor. What other surfaces, as I say goodbye, can we take our EV Rider? Thanks, Denise.
Thanks, Allie. Good question, because so many people say, well, where can't I take this scooter? So what I always tell everybody is the rule of thumb with a mobility scooter is you'll take this everywhere. You'll take a baby stroller or a bicycle or a wheelchair. So it's going to rule out sand or anything super, super soft and mushy like sand, but please enjoy your boardwalk or your strand. If you have small area rugs in your home, maybe you could get one with a rubber backing or tape it down or remove it altogether, actually. But anything with a rubber backing is fantastic. If the camera wouldn't mind following me into my kitchen, I'm going to show you where you can use this in practical, real-life scenarios and settings, because this is what happens with my dad. When he has to get from the bedroom to the living room or the living room to the kitchen to get food, because he does take medicines that require refrigeration and he has to eat with them, he can very easily on any given day, at any time, hop on his scooter, you know, get to the pantry, get a snack if he needs it, have access to things like the stove, the microwave, the dishwasher, the refrigerator. And if he wants to make himself a grilled cheese or heat up some soup, it takes that burden off of anybody else in the household. And, my mom too, have to wait on him. If you have somebody that's a chef or loves to cook, I think it was Monifa that said her mother was a wonderful cook, but as she aged, she started losing that ability to stand at the stove and do her famous recipes or do her favorite things that the family loved. This can give you the ability to not have to sacrifice anything, to not have to say no. So whether it's in your home and there's things you want to do, dine, maybe write out thank you notes or play cards or do puzzles, this is the perfect height. You just turn yourself side saddle. Yeah, it goes in reverse. If you're right-handed or left-handed, there's no worry because you literally only have to use one hand to drive your scooter. It's called a dual throttle system. So only the tip of a finger you can pull to go forward or push to go back. And the left side, it's just the opposite. So if you have one strong hand, it works. And just know also there's no brakes to search for. So mom or dad doesn't have to worry about to get them in time, how much pressure to apply. This is an electromagnetic braking system. So all you have to do is just let go. And your stop is very smooth, very slow, non-jarring, always in control. And again, the beauty of this scooter is it's push button. You don't have to take any parts off, put any parts back on. State of the art in technology with EV Rider. It weighs 51.8 pounds, yet holds 250. And this will take you up to 9 miles or 2 hours of continuous use, depending on the terrain. But if you want someone that you want to be with you on any event, on any given situation, a graduation, a wedding, you got to consider this scooter. So my family uses it. My husband will have it in his future as he gets double knee replacement. So please look at the reviews and see why people really love and trust EV Rider. And we do have the colors left for you, which are the red, which myself and Allie were on. And we also have a sapphire blue, very pretty, like a cobalt blue, and the Jupiter gold. So please, if you like that color, grab it. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.